Hey, what's going on, the friends? My name is M23Gates, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker for the Nintendo Wii U. We're off last time. We opened up the Tower of Gods, which is the next dungeon. But in this episode, you think we're going to go to the Tower of Gods, but I'm sorry, but the suspense has to come. So now in this part, I'm going to be filling up the rest of the map of the Great Sea. But I'm not going to be doing this by myself. Instead, I have a special guest with me.
Max, why am I here?
You're
Where
here.
am I?
You're in the Great Sea.
I don't like it.
You don't like the Great Sea?
It feels like it's gonna take 50 minutes.
It's raining, of course, so I can understand why you don't like it.
Oh god, it is raining. Oh no.
Yeah.
So I asked, for those who don't know me, I'm King J0444, and I asked Max if I could ever be on a Wind Waker episode, because I love this game. It's one of my favorite Wii U games. It's a really good remake. I never expected to be here for 50 minutes of sailing, though.
Yeah, okay, well, so in raw footage, this actually took me 2 hours to do everything in here, which is, as you might imagine, a lot. I did edit this down to 54 minutes, so that is actually going to be split into 2 parts. So if you see an abrupt cut, then that probably means why. But anyway, so I've demonstrated this early on in the Let's Play of what it looks like when you find these fishes in the water. There's a fish for every square of the map. There's a total of 49 squares, so there's 49 fishes they have to feed. They're scattered around pretty much randomly on each square, and so you just have to find. You just pretty much have to like look very carefully for any flying fish coming out of the water, and that's how you know it's them. And you just need bait to feed them, and then they'll fill up your map.
Yep, pretty much. That's the basics of it.
Yeah, and occasionally around I look for treasure, because well, treasure's good. Yeah, and most of the treasures that I found were purple rupees, so it's good.
I noticed you already got one of them, so
it's a good way to get a lot of money.
Yep. Oh my god, did you get all of the map filled out in this episode?
I did.
Oh, jeez.
All that in 2 hours.
God. How long did, what day was this?
This was...
school the next day or something? Or?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it was on a school night.
That's impressive, actually.
Yeah. And that's why I did not do any runs.
Oh, that's why you wouldn't race me in Mario 64 that night.
Anyway, so yeah,
dude, that's too long. Recording for 2.5 hours is too much for me.
Yeah, well, I had patience.
By the way, we're post-commentating this because obviously we can't speak at like half the speed that Max is doing this in the video. But what the funny thing is that like on my side when I'm watching the video, because we both press play at the same, or Max pressed play and then it played on my screen as well, and we're just watching the video and talking for a good near an hour, just about anything to make sure this video isn't boring. But it looks like a slideshow to me because Skype is terrible when you're sharing screens.
Oh yeah, that's a problem. But you should be able to see what's going on.
I can see everything, but it literally looks like picture by picture.
Oh, so you can see me sailing right now to the Forest Haven, right? Or no, this is not Forest Haven. This is Dragon Roost.
Yeah, you get your islands right, man.
Yeah. Okay.
You're the one doing a Let's Play.
Yeah. So of course there are points where since you do need a lot of bait, I went to the nearest beetle boat and bought more baits. And that's a lot.
How much bait do you need? Like 50?
49.
49.
Well,
okay.
then again, I had part of my map filled up like before I started doing this.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. And you can also miss the bait throw.
Oh yeah, you can do that. But thankfully that did not happen at any point in this video. Spoilers.
Stop spoiling things for me. You spoiled that you're gonna finish all the map. You spoiled that you're You didn't miss? God. I know the whole layout of the video now. Oh, good pause there. Okay.
Yeah, I was pausing because it's kind of hard to move around and menu at the same time. That's a really cool addition. These are some speed strats if you were ever to get into speedrunning Wind Waker.
Were you pause buffering?
Kind of, to get the right spot, to make sure I don't miss, maybe.
Are you going from top to bottom, by the way?
Yes, I go from left to right and right to left alternately from each row.
Oh man, we could be here for a while, dude.
Yeah. So the reason I have these the reason I do not speed up the fish text is because every fish says something different.
Oh,
so
really?
you can get some nice advice from these fishes.
See, I have 100%ed everything in this game except for getting all of the fishes, because that was not worth my time.
I mean, it helps to know like which island you want to go to next and such when you're playing the game.
I guess, but for me, it didn't really bother me. Like, I found everything 100%, like all heart pieces.
Oh well, this is
like
for the
that.
sake of the Let's Play.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This is for you. Max went through the hell of this just for you guys. God, dude, I could. Like, okay, the longest recording session I've ever had was the end of my Super Meat Boy Let's Play, and I recorded an hour because the final boss was hard. That's
Really?
the longest, yeah.
Oh. I've never recorded a 2-hour video before, but the longest I've recorded before this video was one of the episodes of Tales of Symphonia 2 that I did quite a long time ago. It was good times. I went through a really fun but really long dungeon in that game.
But was this fun as that dungeon?
I mean, it's not a dungeon, that's for sure.
Oh, it's a dungeon, alright. It's the Great Sea.
The Great Sea. I mean,
it's
no,
its
we're not
own
even
adventure.
indoors. A dungeon is considered an indoor building. There's no building right now.
I mean, you could call this an indoor swimming pool. Except it's not
Really?
indoors.
49 squares of a swimming pool?
Oh, you know how awesome that would be? You just have a lake in your backyard. Oh, I've actually had a lake in my backyard, like at my dad's old house. That was
Really?
great. Yeah, it was amazing. I like how we're just looking for things to talk about at this point.
Okay, so since you're here, this is actually your first time guest commentating on my videos, aside from doing race projects. So, what is your opinion about this game in particular?
First of
since
all,
you're here?
First of all, we don't talk about the verses on your channel because I embarrass myself way too much on those. But Wind Waker, it's probably one of my favorite 3D Zelda games out there. I gotta say, I love the game. I love that it took the risk of being completely different. But there's one downside. This part is boring.
This part is boring? Oh.
Yes. This part of the game was never my favorite. Sailing was the worst part of this. I like how you just cut out Beetle completely there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know what I bought.
I bet you brought one of those screaming pears.
The Hioi pear.
I just call it the screaming pear because like the way its mouth is open is like ah!
Oh, it looks like the what is it called? Screamo, I think.
Screamo.
Screamo? I don't know.
Oh no! Now whenever I see one of those pears, I'm just gonna imagine a screamo song coming out of their mouth. God. Thanks.
You're welcome. That was Pawprint
so...
Isle, by the way. The one that I just filled up.
Oh, nice.
Do you know what a choo-choo is? I don't know. What is a choo-choo? Do you know what a choo-choo is?
It has hearts. It
has hearts.
Kiss. Is that what I read? It will blow you a kiss.
I think that's what I read too.
Oh God.
It also said something about making potions.
I don't want to kiss a choo-choo, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm not up for that.
Yeah.
You see, it's so weird because I haven't played a cartoony Zelda in so long. It's been a while since I played Wind Waker, and the last Zelda game that I've played is Breath of the Wild. So seeing this again is like memories flowing back to me.
Yeah, but you get to see Toon Link in action. You don't ever get to see that in other Zelda games, aside from Phantom Hourglass.
I'm sorry, but when you sail pump, it's the funniest thing because on Skype it freezes, like it skips a frame or two every single second, and so it just looks like you're like it just pops in and out so quickly. It was hilarious.
Well, good luck sail pumping if you ever play this on SD.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about speedrunning this game, but only the Master Sword RTA, because I would never speedrun the whole game.
Oh.
Too long. Way too long. 3 hours? No thank you. If you're good. Oh no, it's splintering! Ah. Silence. It's great, isn't it?
There's a tingle ball right there, but I didn't pick it up somehow.
I knew this was gonna happen as soon as we hit record. We were gonna blank out sometime within the 50 minutes of recording.
Yeah, but I did use a lot of music from...
Music change. There it is.
There's a lot. I
can't read half of those words, man.
Oh.
Most of Max's songs that he chooses, unless they're like video game music, I don't know them because they're like anime stuff.
That's why you got. Yeah. That's why you gotta watch anime. So then you know. So then you know half the stuff that I talk about.
All right, let's talk anime. What anime should I start with?
Especially on Twitch. Okay, so here I wasn't paying attention, so because I was looking at my pad to look at my menu, and then I got blown away. But I cut my way back over here, and conveniently Cyclo spawned me at a nearby square to where I was going to go to anyway. So it was pretty cool.
Watching sail pumping at 4 times the speed is the most funniest thing. Please try it, people, when you have the chance. It's so funny just watching it pop in and out. Hey, it sent you right over to where you need to go anyways.
Yeah, I was actually like one square, like I was actually diagonal from that square anyway. Oh, nice. when he blew me away.
Yeah. Let's talk anime real quickly. What anime would you suggest for a first timer?
My first anime that got me into watching shows was Attack
on Pokemon, Titan. Wasn't it?
And speaking of Attack on Titan, the second season came out last week.
Oh, I know. You've been tweeting about it, and I've been reading your tweets.
So, you should watch Attack on Titan, because it is new.
Can I get it for free?
I'm pretty sure if you look it up somewhere, you can watch. Okay, I don't know why we're talking about this. But anyway,
we need something to talk about. Ooh, this guy's talking
about
joy
those
pendants.
Guys keep joy pendants.
I like how we both said the same thing. We both just read the same text at the same time, being like, okay, we need something else to talk about. Okay, joy pendants. Great. So, how about the side quests in this game? How do you like them?
So far occasionally I am of course going out of my way to get stuff that I think looks interesting because by the way, for the record, I was doing all this blind when I recorded this.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. I decided, okay, I'm gonna fill up the map for the sake of Let's Play, and then I did not know where any of the fishes are. So I just decided so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go in blind because you know every other episode I've been practicing, but I decided to go in not practice at all. So
did you just say you practiced in your?
I never knew any of the locations of these fishes.
You know, there's one thing that I do not enjoy about practicing before a Let's Play, is that I know exactly what's gonna happen. That's why I like doing blind Let's Plays, is because I have no idea what's going to happen. And I don't practice either. But fun fact, because it was thunderstorming back there, it was actually thunderstorming on my way home today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like so I have co-op, or work, after school, and so I know you're off on spring break, lucky you, but here in Canada, we don't have spring break. So we have March break. So I'm on school, and Max isn't. So I was going home from school, and I was waiting for the bus at the bus stop, like a good little boy, and then it starts raining and pouring out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
And then thunder and lightning, and it scared me, and I got on the bus and went home. I was asleep for like 30 minutes. I love sleeping during thunderstorms.
Did you get piled up though by the rain?
Oh yeah, dude. I was so...
Dang.
It was bad.
You came in unprepared.
Very unfair.
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere though. It was nice and sunny today, and then all of a sudden, bang!
Yeah, it was pouring. It was pretty pouring yesterday.
Oh, see, I think it came from U.S.
And then today it's pretty hot now. Especially when I was out trying to feed my cat. Well, not really my cat, but my dad's cat, because my dad's away. And he's not there to take care of the cat. So we have to go and take care of the cat for him. And yeah.
Hey, small fry.
So we had, and then I went grocery shopping afterwards.
Oh, nice. We're not even halfway done this, dude.
So this is one of the Triangle Islands right here, but we already filled the pearl in for that one, of course. Otherwise, the Tower of Gods wouldn't have opened up.
By the way, this fish looks really weird.
It does look really weird. Yeah, I will agree.
He looks like wood. Like he was carved out of wood and painted. So weird.
Really?
Dude. Yeah, to me at least. I don't know.
To you?
It may just be the choppy frame rate right now, but it does look like that. Oh my god, this water. It gets kind of old after a while.
Are you getting seasick from all this?
Luckily I don't get seasick. But if I Kimmy Wa, I can't read that. I'm sorry. I don't get seasick actually.
That's good. Me either.
A lot of my friends get seasick though.
Oh. See, I haven't been on a cruise ship in a long time. I think the last time I've been on a cruise ship was 5th grade.
For a class field trip, we went on a cruise, and everybody got seasick except for me.
Wow.
That wasn't fun. We should stop talking about being seasick. It's making me kind of sick.
I don't know.
So
I mean, Wind Waker is all about water.
Fair enough. It just reminds me of bad times.
Reminds you of bad times.
To be fair, I don't like the water. I like swimming in swimming pools, but when I'm out in the ocean, I hate it because I just hate it. Oh, hi, giant squid thing. How are you?
So interesting story. When I was recording this video, and I happened to stumble upon the big octo, and so on my first encounter of this, I got really scared because I had no idea what to do here. Because this never happened before.
Have you never fought this guy before?
This never happened before.
Oh wow!
So I had no idea what to do. So I decided to. It's like I got out bombs to see if things would help, and surely enough, this is how you beat them.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Well, this has never happened before, and this has never happened before.
Now you see, fun story is that the first time I ever played Wind Waker HD, I got it in Christmas of 2014, and it was my first time ever playing this Zelda game. And so I got onto the Great Sea. I was like, oh, this is great. I can go anywhere I want. It's basically open-ended. And then I ran into this thing, got scared, never played it again for another 2 years.
Really?
Never picked it up. I was like, I don't want to see this squid thing again. Because I hate... Oh, back to my story about hating water, though. Like, the ocean, swimming in the ocean. I get so terrified of, like, creatures underwater that they're gonna, like, bite me or something like that. And so when I saw this thing swallow me whole... Yeah, that wasn't a fun time.
I bet it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Ooh, and it makes a golden sparkly thing.
So yeah, we get a nice reward for, after all that. So let's see what we get from here.
Shoot it with a cannon.
Alright.
Blow it up.
Alright, we fished for it.
I bet $50. It's 50 rupees.
Alright, here we go.
It's a purple.
It's an orange rupee!
Oh, even better. I was wrong.
So yeah, there's a... Scattered around here, around the Great Sea, there are actually 4 of these big octos. And you can tell that a big octo is coming up if you see a flock of seagulls.
Oh my god! That bird was perfect! Did you see that?
Yeah, alright. So yeah, you can tell that you're about to run to a big octo if you see a huge flock of seagulls flying around a specific area. So yeah, there are 4 of them, and you can beat them with bombs. and if you don't defeat them, they will suck you in and send you somewhere else. I don't know where.
I think where I don't even remember where they shoot. They usually shoot you across the map from where you are. That's what I remember.
Yeah. But because this is my first, that of course I was fighting those big octos blind. I thankfully I did not run into any of the situations.
Oh man, I want to hear Past Max just freaking out about it. Like, like what is this?
Oh, well, I wasn't. Well, I was freaking out in my head.
Oh, in your head, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I had no idea what to do. That made me really scared when I encountered that first big octo.
So at what point when you were recording this did you just think, man, this is gonna be one long video?
I knew it was gonna be long in the first place.
Did you plan to do this all in one go, or did you just continue and lose track of time?
I wanted to record everything of the map, and so
I'm still waiting for that jump cut to happen.
What jump cut?
The jump cut, because didn't you record this in 2 episodes or 2 recording sessions?
I did.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting for the jump cut. The little cut that you did, wherever it is. It probably will be so fast I won't notice it because of frame drops, but yeah.
Probably. I mean, I did do a lot of. I did spend a total of 2 hours recording, editing this video this morning.
Oh, that's been You spent 2 hours editing this too? Jeez.
Yeah.
You have so much free time. Like when I edit videos, there's not really much I have to edit out of mine, because I usually do them all one take and it's good, unless some audio glitches happen and I have to post-commentate. But other than that, I barely edit my videos. I just cut out some boring parts here and there. Dreams of an absolution. I read that one correctly. I'm proud of myself. Alright. We need something to talk about. Story time. Go. How is it not being at school right now?
It feels. I mean, I have more time to work on some unfinished projects as of right now. So that's what I've been doing all day as of so far.
It's a rainbow chest.
Yeah.
Where is it this time?
Also, you probably don't notice, but on some shiny spots where I'm fishing for treasure, I look like an idiot. So to eliminate myself looking like an idiot, I cut out the time that it takes for me to actually fish for the treasure.
Did you miss the treasure?
Yes, I missed like every single treasure like 10 times because I.
I would have loved to watch that.
I could not find like the exact spots for some reason because I'm a noob.
Can you send me the raw footage of this video?
Yeah, good luck having to wait for a 10 gig video being sent to you.
Oh my god, that's right. Jeez. Okay, on second thought, upload it to your second channel and wait like 10 hours for it to be uploaded.
No, thank you, because I don't have time.
Hey, I mean, neither do I. Let's be fair. I have no time. I barely have time to record my own videos.
That's because you spend most of your time speedrunning.
Hey. I have nothing to come back at. Never mind. And yes, that's true.
I mean, it's true. I mean, let's face it, it's true that you're spending your
I spend a lot of my
time on speedrunning.
I spend a lot of my time speedrunning games. Like, I'm working on Mario Sunshine and 3D World right now, and those both take like 2 hours to speedrun. Oh, it's a dice block.
Yeah,
okay,
so some of these squares have these dice islands, which look really cool, but eventually we'll possibly take a visit on some of these islands that we're encountering for right now.
And guess what? We're almost halfway there.
Yeah.
God, it sucks saying that because we've been recording for like 20 minutes and I can't imagine what you were going through when filming this.
Hey, it would have been longer if I didn't have the Swift sail and I would just be sail pumping all the time.
God, okay, it would have been funny to watch,
in addition to that, I would have to change the wind direction for every time I have to change directions to look for fish.
Is this just by the way, is this just 4 times the speed right now, or 8 times, or how much?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's just sped up. That's all you know.
Oh, also, the good thing about me being a guest on this series, I really liked your Miiverse post. For those who haven't seen Max's Miiverse post, it's a picture from, was it episode 4, I think? He took a picture with a boat, and
hey, that's supposed to be a secret because I told everyone that they have to look for themselves.
All right, I'm sorry. Bleep it out.
And that's exactly what I said in 3D World, but then you kept saying what it was anyway.
Oh, I didn't know you said that in 3D World. I'm very sorry. I didn't know that you wanted to keep those secret. Okay, well, I'm sorry.
But then if they want to see it, I have it linked on the description.
Oh, fair enough. I don't have a link to your Miiverse in the description of my videos, so to be fair.
That's why you should.
I should, but I don't.
Because you're lazy.
Fair. Future Max, just bleep out what I said.
It's because you're lazy.
What? Hey, don't state the truth. Just
It's the truth, and the truth hurts sometimes.
Why do you say it like that? The truth. Are you making fun of my Canadianese?
No.
Yes, you are. Don't lie. Wait, did he just say there's half left?
Then when it appears.
Oh my god. So, I'm sorry.